Hi everybody, welcome back to another business English skills lesson. Today we're going to talk about how to disagree productively. So how to disagree so that you don't cause antagonism between people, and this could be between colleagues, clients, even your boss. You can do it productively. We're going to talk about four things mainly. Number one, you could be wrong. Yeah, so you should always make sure that you are open to being persuaded. The second thing that we're going to talk about is finding common ground. Thirdly, we're going to talk about separating the idea from the person. Okay, and then finally we'll talk about engaging with conflicting ideas. So, you could be wrong. You may have a different opinion. You may believe that your opinion is correct and everyone else is wrong. But you could be wrong. And one of the first things that you should always be prepared to do is open your mind to being persuaded. To being persuaded that somebody else's idea is actually a better option than yours. Okay? That is the first key message I want to give you. Be open to persuasion. Yeah? Don't enter an argument or discussion with a closed mind. Be open to being persuaded. Yeah. Another thing you can do, and this really works with being open to persuasion, is actually show your empathy. Yeah. And look at your opinion from other people's perspectives. Yeah. Finally, and I think this is absolutely crucial when it comes to making sure that you are always open. Ask yourself one simple question. What would it take to change my mind? What would have to happen for me to change my mind? When you start asking that question and you really think about what it would take for you to change your mind, you realize that perhaps your idea isn't set in stone. It isn't the only idea. Okay? So, lesson number one, you could be wrong. Lesson number two, find common ground. So often in our political and social lives, we have the left and the right. These polarized views of right and wrong, good and bad. And I think even though we do have these good and bad, left and right and wrong ideas, and the extremes of these ideas are so far apart, but generally there is always some common ground. There will always be something that you can agree on with somebody else. Yeah, it might only be a little thing, okay? But what I think you should do is endeavour to find what you do agree on with the other person before you start talking about what you disagree on. Okay? So find the common ground. Find what both of you or all of you can actually agree on is a good thing. Yeah? Now, be open to debate. And when I say be open to debate, I don't mean arguments. I mean debate. Debate the pros and the cons of your idea and their idea. Yeah, debate is all about discussion. Yeah, ask other people for their opinions. Now, this could be other people who have different ideas to you, or it could be people who are completely separated from the discussion. Ask for external opinions, and don't get too attached to your idea. If you are attached to your idea, it will be very, very difficult for you to change your mind. Number three, separate the person from the idea. And I think this is a trap that a lot of us get caught in. We reject ideas, not because it's a bad idea, but because we perhaps don't like the person who came up with the idea. And this can happen to you in your personal lives just as much as it can happen to you in your business and professional lives. So do not reject an idea simply because you do not like the person. Okay, do not allow a personality to influence you, because you will find that you might reject lots of really great, good ideas simply because of the person who suggested them. Finally, engaging with conflicting ideas. An idea, if you are having a discussion, an idea, one of the things that you can do is swap sides. So you take their position, ask someone to take your position, and then debate. And then you will be forced to find the good in the alternative suggestions. Yeah? So swap sides in debates. Compare their positives with your negatives, and then vice versa. Yeah? Engage with the ideas. And you will probably find that if you engage with different ideas, you can find much more common ground and come to better decisions and conclusions. So I want to leave you with these 4 points. Number 1, you are not always right. Never, ever, ever. You are not always right. Okay? So accept that. Okay? Make sure that you always point out what you do agree on with people first before you talk about what you disagree with. Number 3, don't reject an idea because of the person. The person is not the idea. The idea and the person are 2 separate entities. Okay? And number 4, show your empathy during a discussion and a disagreement. Yeah? Empathy is key. Yeah, put yourself in other people's situations and try and see life and their perspectives, and that will give you a better platform for disagreeing and discussing.